Can I tell y'all a personal story? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Eddie B. Good morning to you. Happy spectacular Saturday. Shalom, everybody. Everybody that follows the Most High, that believes in the real God of the world. Yahweh knows that this is the day of rest. This is the day of praise. So blessed be to all my brothers and sisters out there. Shalom. Rock on, everybody. We are back for another episode of the Lovable Lunatic Lounge. We did three new and one revised awesome video yesterday. I'm going to try to bring you at least two more today. This one, where do I start? Richard Lee Behney, the man that gave birth to me, the man that burst this coal out of his diamond, if you will. That diamond was his nutsack, but he created a gem. My mother had a say in that too. And I'll get to you, Mama. You're still living, damn it. I'll get to you. My father is no longer with us, for those of you that don't know. Where I get my sense of humor, my passion, my wildness, my free spirit. Not doing good. He hated that. If he seen the shit that I did up until the past 6 months, yeah, he probably would have smacked the shit out of me. Well, I'd say the past more than year or so, I slipped up a few times, but that's the road to recovery, and that's neither here nor there. My dad was a funny son of a gun. He was always coming up with funny puns, always cutting a laugh, always singing, always had something to say. Sometimes he let his ego get the best of him, which, guilty. I know, I apologize for that, but, at the same time, you either like me or you don't. It's all love to me. It's all some form of support, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate my father. My father, at a young age, 5 years old, started taking me to sprint car races, and man, did I fall in love. I mean, at first I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. We went to a modified race, for those of you that remember, if you do it all, Penn National. Good race course, good, nice track, until some billionaire bought it out and tore it down and made it a damn casino, but whatever. We're not going to be salty right now. This isn't what this is about. We were at 100-lapper. His boy, who became my boy, Billy the Kid Pouch, was leading the whole race. I fell asleep, and I just woke up to my son of a frickin' darn capital. Let's go. Dad, I'm sleeping. What happened? Billy frickin' Black Tire, son of a damn it, cushion. And I'm just there like, yeah, this man, I didn't understand it then. I'm thinking then, oh, this dude's an idiot. What is wrong with my pops? As my love and maturation for sprint car racing began to nurture, if you will, began to bloom, I seen why, because I became the same way. My favorite, for all you that don't know, my favorite driver became Greg Hodnett. I was a Billy Pouch fan up until I became aware of Greg. I liked a few guys. I liked Billy Pouch. I liked Kevin Gobrecht, Todd Schaefer, Keith Kaufman, but my favorites were Greg Hodnett and Billy Pouch. When Greg would drop out, I'd be the same. Damn it! What is wrong with that guy? He should have been going faster. Eddie, he shouldn't have ran over his wheel. Well, he's a lap car. He needs to get out of the way. Going. Yeah, that was my daddy. Professional wrestling. My passion for professional wrestling. That comes from him. My passion for music. You guys see that I love all forms of music. Believe it or not. I would catch my dad. My dad would be the type. We'd be jamming and shaking our butts. Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart. I just don't think it understand. I'd walk in our half house when we were living in Clayona, Pennsylvania, right? 15 years old, coming in from school. This is after him and my mom got a divorce. He's wearing my bandana, my Greg Hodnett Apple Motorsports hat backwards, bumping. And I just hear the beat of Many Men, 50 Cent song. I'm thinking, there's no way. I was like, Dad, let me see. He's like, no, let me just stop it. And I was like, Dad, Lou, do you know Walkmans, when you merely hit stop, if you hit play, it resumes where you let off. Hit play. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And he's trying to take my life away. And I just stared at him with this, like, all like jaw-dropping look, like the fear of God just struck in me, like, what the? He just gulps and goes, son, variety is always good, you know. I always try to teach. I was like, Dad, you closet hip-hop lover, you. And he smiled, he goes, I like it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't condone it for you, but I like it, damn it. My dad was a funny guy. Majestic. My dad would pose like this, next to like a waterfall at the beach or something, like hand on his hip, the other on his head, like just a majestic dude. He was, man. He was. He had a temper at times, but he loved his kids. He loved his wife. Unfortunately, things started to spiral out of control when my dad had a lot of issues, a lot of things that went wrong in his life. And he fought so hard for so long to get through them. He was a steel worker out at Alcoa making really good money. He was working at UARCO in Lebanon, PA, until they shut down. He caught on with Alcoa. Even before they shut down, he made plan, like he had planned. He was going to stick with UARCO till the end, and then he was going to go to Alcoa, which he did. Made good money. Back then, I believe, $16 an hour. And this is 1996, 1997. Back then, that's like $23 an hour now. So he made decent money. We had a good living. And my mom worked at Kraft Food, so we had a good household. My dad burned his hand really bad. And this started the string of freak accidents. Dad burned his hand really bad. And we went to the National Open at Williams Grove that year. I met Stevie Smith that year in the pit. This is when he first started driving the Ingersoll Rand number 19. Took a picture with him. Still have the picture in my mom's room framed in an 8x10. Autographed it. Gave me his personal hat that he was wearing after the race. Autographed it. Put it right on my head. That was a proud moment because that was one of my dad's favorites. That was a proud moment for me. Then the next year, 1998, my mom, she was known for having this gold squeaky Honda, I believe it was a Accord, yes. Squeaky little thing, right? Brakes sucked. And I was like, Mom, I think you need, I was only 9 years old at the time. Mom, I think you need to do something about that. It's not, okay, whatever, you know. So we're pulling up at the house. We go inside. My dad was a prankster, like I said. My sister goes to come in. I guess he has his hand covered over his eye. And she opens the door, and my dad goes, Amber, call the ambulance, my eye. And she starts laughing, thinking, you know, it's one of his practical jokes. He's always twisted his knee, or he fell down the steps. Something to try to get us, putting ketchup on his forehead and making it seem like he was busted open or something, something stupid. So she thought it was a joke and goes, Dad, knock it off. And he goes, Amber, I'm effing serious. Uncovers his eyes. She screams, run out the house. And my mom runs in. And I'm just going, my dad, my dad, my dad. I'm running in, and my mom quick runs out as I'm, no, you can't see this, you can't, Eddie, this is all. I'm like, no, let me go. I shoved I didn't mean to shove her, but I moved her arm past. I went and looked at, I see his eye. It's just, oh my God. Getting the flashback of this. And my flashbacks, man, oh, they come tenfold. I was just like, I had it right here, man. So, needless to say, my dad lost his left eye. I mean, it was still in his eye, but he had no vision. He was basically a husky. He had brown eyes. This eye had turned blue. Like, not even like a neat blue. Like, it was like a really ugly type of blue. He looked like a husky, basically. He embraced that. He rolled with it. Like, you know what? If I'm going to be a husky, I'm going to run the damn pack. We still did the things that we love. We went to races, went to wrestling. We watched sports together, got wild because he was a Dallas fan. I converted to an Eagles fan, which he was not happy with. And my mom got a divorce 2001, or late 2000, early 2001. And from there, it slowly spiraled. Actually, after because he started to go out, drink a lot, came home the one night. My dog had got hit by a car and eventually hobbled to his death. And I cried to my dad about it. My dad just starts laughing. And at the time, I started crying because I knew he wasn't laughing at that. I knew there was something wrong with him that he just, And the next day, he pulled me aside. I wasn't laughing. I was like, Dad, I know. And I put my arm on. I was like, Dad, I don't know what's going on. I'm young. I was like, we're starting to learn a little bit about alcohol problems in school. He's like, no, it's not even that, Eddie. I'm just not in a good place right now. And I was like, well, Dad, I love you. You got me. You know that. You got Mom. You got Aunt. He's like, yeah, Mom's giving up on me. I was like, Dad, you're giving up on yourself by saying that. But, so as his health declined, he was in and out of the VA hospital. And we would still go. He'd show flashes of his old self. We'd go to races, but as time went on, you talk to him about certain things. He had no clue, like nothing. It was just really sad. One instance I remember clear as day. Patrick Ewing had got traded to Seattle or signed with Seattle, and I was telling him about it. He loved Patrick Ewing. Wasn't a Knicks fan, was a Sixers fan, and he just looks at me, who are you talking about, Eddie? What does that even mean? And I just put my hand on my jaw and just shook my head. Man, wow, damn. Sadly, as my dad started to decline, I started to take advantage of it, asking for all kinds of money, all this stupid shit. I found myself very depressed at a super young age of 16 years old and popped about 13 of my prescription Concertas. And my dad, who at the time, I would get him up here and there, but all he had energy to do was lay on the couch and watch TV, get up here and there when necessary. My dad rushes up. I tell him about poor, like I'm talking to him, and he knows something's off, and just goes, Eddie, why are you rambling so much, more than usual? And started crying, and I told him. He rushed me to the Good Sam Hospital. No matter how bad he was always my best friend. Unfortunately, my dad's time in this earth came to an end October 20th, 2006. I had just turned 18, not even a month ago. Like exactly a month ago, September 21st. I will remember my dad not for his outbursts, his laughing spells, or his declining mental health. I will remember him as a strong man who held on as long as he could. He died of a heart attack, by the way, which coroners believe was prescription pill induced, but he never took his meds, so I can't rule it out. I wasn't there. I just walked in and seen his body on the couch. I don't know. All I know is I remember my dad for the loving, kind, funny, charismatic man he was. I remember him for being a good father, for always putting me in line when I was wrong, teaching me right from wrong, and trying to set an example for me, giving me this passion, this insight, this positive character that you see today. I would not be who I am without my father. And although he has not been here for 13, going on 13 long years, his memory still holds strong in my heart. So for any of you that have lost your fathers, don't remember the bad times. Remember all the good. Remember, they did bring you into this world. And for those of you that never had fathers in general, that's why I'm more grateful and blessed. And I apologize that no kid should ever be without any of their parents. So, to try to end it on a happy note, yeah, you wouldn't see this energetic, this larger than life character, even though I'm just an everyday guy trying to give y'all insight. I'm nobody, I'm no celebrity, I never will be a celebrity. Even if I do make it mainstream somewhere doing something, I'm always just gonna be Easy Ed, the lovable lunatic. But I wouldn't be that without Richard Lee Behney. There would be no Eddie Lee Behney. And for that, I'm forever grateful, and I love him more than life itself, and he's still with me each and every day. For the Lovable Lunatic Lounge, I'm Eddie Behney. I will see you next time before I start crying here. Take care, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please. And, fuck it. It's okay to let it out. I'm gonna let it out. He was taken way too soon. I'm not gonna lie. He was taken way too soon. When I got into my addiction problems, I had nowhere to turn. My mom didn't understand this shit. She could be a little more judgmental than I liked. She's learning with that, but I lost my best friend, man. By the age of 18, I had been through more stuff than anybody in their lifetime should have to go through. I thrive off that, don't get me wrong, but it didn't always used to be this way. Why him, though? Of everybody that I lost in my life, I always find myself asking, how different would it be if Pops were still here? And it would be bad different. But I try not to cry anymore because, A, it's been 12 years. B, I know he's watching down and he loves me. And C, I know I can still talk to him. I found that higher power. I found that spirituality in me again. And I know a lot of that's him. And I found my inner country boy again. Thanks to him. So let me wipe my tears, put my big boy boxers on, as he would say. Strap on my helmet because life's tough, and get up off my chair and do something with my ass. Have yourselves an amazing day, y'all. Lunatic out.